Saying the N-word without any sort of care, being anti-Semitic and hanging around with the other anti-Semites, hammering his face.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was always bone smashing.
Excessive drug usage.
I'm not ripping back tonight, bro. My heart is beating way too fast. It's like more than normal, so yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not doing any coke.
And just blatant ignorance. These are all the things that Clavicular represents, and right now he's paying for his actions on social media. Oh.
Chilling, bro. And I got thousands of niggas gotta come down.
My daughter black and my son black. He talking about black people, talking about my kids. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Call me a nigga hoe. On my mom.
Alright, brother.
Call me a hoe, nigga.
Yeah, man, it was only a matter of time before this guy was gonna get caught lacking. Let's be real, man. Some of the things he be saying on the internet is just ridiculous. Let's be real.
Have to
Talking
say.
about my kids,
wow.
Go
nigga.
ahead, man.
When you say black people, bitch
ahead,
ass
man.
nigga, you scared that was gonna get internet.
Oh, wow.
It's getting
not
fine.
looking good.
Everything was done properly.
Not looking good at all.
Guy's fucking Heil Hitler. Drop N-word.
Oh, wow, they know who he is. Saying the N-word without any sort of care, being anti-Semitic and hanging around with the other anti-Semites, hammering his face.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was always bone smashing.
Excessive drug usage.
I'm not ripping back tonight, bro. My heart is beating way too fast. It's like more than normal, so yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not doing any coke. I'll just.
And that's what I keep on saying, bro. Like, I made a lot of videos in regards to Clavicular saying that, bro, like, this looks max and stuff. We get it. You need to look as best as you can and presentable and so on and so forth. But at what point do you just say to yourself that, bro, like, this is not worth it? Because, bro, this guy he's cutting his life short. Taking steroids, taking testosterone in order to obviously boost certain things and da. Like, the guy's infertile right now. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense, bro. For me, it's not worth it, man, because what's the result of it? It's not as if he's getting any, like, bad, girls or anything like that. Let's be real, you know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. Yo, if you're watching right now and you're enjoying the commentary so far, simply leave a like. Make sure to comment and most importantly, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel all the way to the moon. Let's get straight back into the video.
Some meth.
And just blatant ignorance. These are all the things that Clavicular represents, and right now he's paying for his actions on social media.
Like, nigga, I got expelled from college, like, not too long ago. I thought it was fucked. It was brutal. But, like, the social media has, like, made it possible for me to actually be myself and, shoot up roids, fucking, be crazy, look smacks.
A couple months ago on this channel, I at least attempted to, before the video got shaken up by YouTube's algorithm, talk about this trend that's been going on social media for years now. This trend where these new influencers, these new content creators come on, say the most outrageous things, do the most outrageous stunts.
I give a fuck about Palestine or Israel. Is Palestine gonna help me mog or what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think so. I don't care about anything that doesn't directly correlate with me mogging.
And it's like another level of rage baiting. It's ignorant baiting. It's these stupid people who just go over the top in order to get some sort of attention. And I wanted to talk about how it ultimately backfires.
And you know what it is, bro? It works, though. It works. It gets these people very, very famous very, very quickly. Like, I generally believe that Andrew Tate was probably the first, if not the best, in my personal opinion, to master that art form. Andrew Tate doesn't necessarily believe everything that he talks about, or doesn't believe in it to the extent of what people basically think he does, you know what I mean? But the way obviously his persona is online and the consistency in that persona over the years up until maybe recently, people would assume that that's just how he thinks. And as a result, you got that whole ignorant baiting or ignorant maxing as Amizi literally just mentioned, where people just assume that's how the character is, so they're automatically going to respond against it. It's a knee-jerk reaction. Every single human being inherently, we take things for face value before obviously our critical thinking comes into play, if you have critical thinking, because unfortunately, critical thinking and common sense isn't common, is it? You know what I mean? But this is the method that's been working for a lot of people, and it will continue to work, unfortunately. It's just that when you get bucked in real life like this, and people are basically on a vibe like, yo, we want to basically attack you, it's mad. You know what I mean? It's mad.
Clavicular around all these other content creators and streamers in the past month or so. He's like that creature from that Alien movie where they get the worst enemy, mix it with the second worst enemy. They do some sort of creation in
I say he's a hybrid.
a lab, and this monstrosity spews out. The problem with content creators like this is that they're not actually creating anything. No real opinions, no creativity, nothing substantive as to what they're actually doing. Their virality and fame is based off of doing the most insane things in the world. And this this isn't just insane by our standards. These are insane by even the most insane people's standards. One of the creators of these trends, Myron, even had to let his disciple Clavicular know, like, this is stupid what you're doing. And he doesn't agree with the concept.
I'm doing a double jaw surgery, which is a massively invasive, osteotomy. Do you think that that's over the top? Do you think that that's too far?
For me, it would be too far, right? I wouldn't do it.
In the last video that I talked about this, I highlighted the fact that you don't become content to be created because people are fond of you. Honestly, you become the moment, the spotlight, the highlight of the month, week, year, whatever the case may be. And that highlight illuminates a train wreck. The reason why people are having Clavicular on their platforms is because he's crashing in real time. Why? Because half of the things he does is illegal. Just recently, Clavicular got arrested and been charged with 2 counts of felony offenses: forgery involving possession of a forged instrument and dangerous drug possession use, along with 1 misdemeanor count for a minor using a false ID to enter.
Is he being detained at the moment?
He's being placed under arrest.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Now, oftentimes we do think that these things are staged and fake, but no, Clavicular has to make sure that these charges are real. And he has to make sure that everything he does is captured. Now, from what we can see, this
It's madness, bro. A madness, bro. Imagine getting to a point where, bro, you're actually just carrying around all these drugs to just keep on mugging, as he literally says. And it gets you to a point where not only are you hated, but now you're literally getting caught by, the police or the feds. And you're just in a predicament where it's like, yo, like, this is bad. Like, for me, it's just mad. It's not worth it at all. At all.
is a serious case. When his friend live streamed at the police station, it appears that Clavicular is not allowed to leave the state of Arizona until this whole case is situated.
He can't return to the scene of the offense. He can't possess any weapons, any drugs without a valid prescription. He also cannot leave the state of Arizona. That's the big one. If he leaves the state of Arizona, he is going to catch more charges, going to be revoked on release, okay?
But for whatever reason with these train wreck ass creators, they cannot shut the cameras off. Clavicular even tells his friends to continuously go live. Not just because he's galvanizing the support of a bunch of other loser friends, but because he wants you, the audience, to see the train wreck in real time. Now, since then, he has been released from jail on a $25,000 bond, awaiting any sort of further thing to happen to him. And you would think that Clavicular would learn some sort of lesson from this. He does have people
The guy's never going to listen or learn. Let's be real.
surrounding him with the best support that he can from a legal aspect, but they're also trying to reach him on a humanistic level. Aiden Ross apparently reached out to Clavicular saying that, we're gonna get you the best lawyers and stuff like that to take care of this legal situation. But also, we don't want you to die because what you're doing is a path of self-destruction.
They're trying to make an example out of him. That's why they're saying he has to go to court in 2-3 weeks. So let me explain to you guys what the fuck I did. I called Clav. We're getting the best lawyers. Everybody, she's good. But Clav, I'm gonna make sure that I want you to get the help you deserve. Bro, nobody deserves to die at a young age. I just care. I want him to just, be in a good spot.
I think it's a bad look when the other self-destructive content creators are telling you that you are being so self-destructive that they can't even attach themselves to you. Like, they're actively seeking out help for.
And that's the thing, bro. I think, bro, just put it the best way, bro. When you're getting the people that are the most controversial people on the internet saying that, bro, like they wouldn't do certain things this guy's doing, it's just mad, bro. It's mind games. It just means that this guy's taking it to a whole different level, and that level is something that you can't necessarily guarantee you're going to be able to come back from at all. You know what I mean? I feel like it's even a bit too late as it is right now. But you lot let me know down below in the comments, man.
For you, and they're not even helping themselves. I think that's a crazy concept. So I think that everybody knows at this point that being around Clavicular means that there is going to be fire that follows. And not fire in a good way, fire in a bad way. His name is now ringing bells in people's ears because I think that a lot of people saw what happened in the early portion of the 2020s with these over-the-top, exaggerated, self-destructive content creators. And whether you agree with me or not, but just listen as I name some of these names: Andrew Tate, Jack Doherty, Neon, Kevin Samuels, Myron, Walter,
Yeah, some of the biggest, man.
hell, Sneeko, Aiden Ross, Rolo Tomasi, Ed Matthews. A lot of these people make up that red pill manosphere side of the internet. Some of them, like Nick Fuentes, who I didn't mention, are anti-Semitic and have a bunch of racial stuff going on. But for what it's worth, all of them have negative connotations towards their name, even if you may not feel that way. I know the Kevin Samuels defenders are going to be in my comment section. What that means is that organizations, structures, groups, whatever, jobs, businesses are hyper vigilant of anybody and everybody that is featured on these people's streams. And that would exist 10 times for the people going forward that end up on people like Clavicular streams. So it's no surprise to me that a group of Arizona State University students got packed up from their sorority based off of being on his stream.
They got dropped.
Wait.
Every girl that was in the video, they got dropped. Like their sorority, like president dropped them.
But the coke?
And they have drinks in it. They can't have drinks in any picture. They have to be like perfect.
How many people in the
Roughly like probably like 15.
15? Wait, so they're kicked out of the frat?
Yeah, so they're girls.
Saying the N-word on stream. Yeah, dude, the bitch who said that is... How did Clav single-handedly ruin ASU Greek life? How did I ruin it? It was your fault. You guys did retarded shit. You guys were holding cocaine up to a fucking live stream camera.
Now, these consumers of this content have their own responsibilities as far as what they do with their actions.
Yeah, but it's the chicken or egg argument, man. It's literally just a case of, okay, cool, like, what comes first? Is it Clavicular, obviously him putting these things out, or is it the audience having an appetite for someone like Clavicular, you know? It's just a question that I'm pretty sure everyone's basically trying to ask, you know? But Clavicular needs to do better, man. I'll be saying that and saying it and saying it time and time again. I don't think he will, though. And saying that, my people, then, if you enjoyed today's commentary, literally leave a like, comment, and also subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.